Hi there, welcome back. So this is the long-awaited video where Wayne is making some bangles, but not to use as bangles, and more will be revealed. Here's all the moulds that he used. He also used another couple of moulds, and he's going to use these beautiful acrylic inks. Look at that, it's a lovely warm harvest gold colour, a deep plummy rich purple colour. Gorgeous sort of, I think this is orange actually, a very deep orange, and a reddish pink, a real hot pop of reddish pink. And we did use the 4-hour Tea Expert demold resin. So without further ado, he's made up some of his resin. Oh, he's also using this white pigment paste that we've got and from Let's Resin, and everything that we've used in today's video will be linked in the description box. So hopefully you're sitting comfortably, because I warn you now, this is a 20-minute video, and but there's lots of processes, and as I kept promising and we kept hinting at our previous videos, we were going to bring this to you, so we thought you need to see all the processes, although quite a few of them have been sped up. So he's added some of this white pigment paste and he's just mixing it in to the resin that he's made up. The Tea Expert 4-hour demold, I believe it's 4-hour demold, and 1-to-1 mixing ratio as usual. Tea Expert being our brand of choice currently. So he's just thoroughly mixing it in. Now he's pouring it into another jug. Now you may be wondering, what on earth is he going to do? He's going to try and do what in the world of acrylic paint pouring is a dirty cup, which sounds weird, but if you can see what he's doing, he's just pinching the pipette top of the lid of the beautiful, so that's my finger you saw there, beautiful plummy colour, and then he's just dropping it into the white pigment coloured resin. Can you see that? He's also done that with that beautiful harvest golden colour. Now with this beautiful pinky red colour, and then with this deep orange. So there we go. So if you were doing acrylic paint pouring, you'd have made up your different colours and you'd basically just be pouring it in from a height into the white. So he's doing a similar thing, but he's using white pigment coloured resin, and then he's dropping those acrylic inks a bit at a time into it. Oh, look what it's doing on the surface there. It's trying to pour back in. So he poured a bit more white in. It's going in with the harvest gold colour again. And then with a red. Now we weren't sure, because, you know, we hadn't done this before with resin and acrylic inks, whether or not any of the colours would take over, whether they would be just as vibrant in the finished piece or not. It was all very much trial and error. So that's with the technique that we're doing, and also with the, you know, the medium that we're using too. So anyway, he's just topped it up with a bit more of that lovely white resin. And he's just going to pop a tiny bit more of this plum colour in. Absolutely love these acrylic inks. Fabulous for colouring resin. Always a deep, rich colours. Really, really lovely. There we are. Went in with a bit more gold. And there we are. I think he's going to go in with a bit more of this lovely hot pinky reddy colour. There we go. And a bit more white. Bit more white. So the idea, certainly in acrylic paint pouring, is that white is your main colour, and you're sort of sandwiching bits of colour in, or you're creating a white base and then you're sort of just dropping things in and they mix together however. Now I suggested to Wayne that he does that, sorry, excuse me, but if anything, probably mixed it in a bit too much. Now here he is with the first of many bangle moulds, and very carefully and steadily pouring the resin in. Now this next bit's then sped up, because you don't want to sit for 10 minutes watching Wayne pour resin into a bangle mould. There is repetition in this video, but please bear with us, please watch it. It's the full process from start to finish here. And, you know, hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. Here's another bangle mould. Now, these are different sizes. You may or may not have noticed that. These are different sizes. There we go. So at the moment, what I'm seeing is a lot of very pale, when they're going into the mould, it looks very pale pastel-y colours, apricots, very pale pinks, little hints of red. Every now and then. I can't see any of that gorgeous plum colour. I wonder if they're going to come out in the finished bangle or not. There's a bit more red there. That's lovely. And then another mould. And another. And another. There we go. Yeah, so as I said before, everything that we've used in today's video will be listed in the description box. And there we go. So just carefully pouring it in. We found it was much easier to use jugs that have got, mixing jugs that have got the little spout on it. Because then at least then you've got some way of being a bit more directional when you're pouring the resin into the mould. Now he's just topping it up there to the top. There we go. I reckon a tray and some coasters made with these colours using this sort of technique would look lovely. And here we go, another bigger mould again. Can you see how in the mixing cup that he's pouring it from, how it's changed colour? It's gone a bit more, much more deeper pinky colour, and you saw more bits of the orange and little bits of the warm sort of harvest golden colour too. Some of it's got a bit of a sheen to it as well. So I think that the gold was a pearlized acrylic ink. So there we go. That one's definitely got a lot more. It's a deeper colour. Definitely a deeper colour. The other thing I want to mention is just wiping over the surface there with a stir stick or a popsicle stick. Now this one, cool, look at those colours. Now he did make up some fresh resin for this one. This is a different shaped bangle. There we are. Just trying to pour it in without trying to pour it all over the mat. There we go. Love these colours. These are very much more almost pumpkin-y, may I sort of suggest. We're heading very quickly towards the month of October, aren't we? For pumpkins and autumn. Although I think, are we already in autumn officially? I'm not sure. Or fall if you're in America, the fall season. It's when all the leaves over here sort of start to turn the beautiful colours of oranges and golden and browns and things. So this is a demould, so that's quite pale. Considering how vibrant those inks were, now that tells me that perhaps we could have gone less on the white, but I think these are gorgeous. So there you go, you've got the two different sizes there. This is the third one. I think this is the biggest one, although I'm not 100% certain. No, here we go. One more. This is definitely the biggest one. So they're quite pretty. Those are all different shades of the pastels. And then here we go. This is the different. Oh, wow. Now, I love this. If it was bigger, because that's quite small diameter for a bangle. If it was bigger, I'd wear that. And oh my goodness me. Look at that. Now, I'm not sure actually what the inner width or diameter is of some of these. But if that was bigger, I'd definitely wear that pink one. Now, you can see a golden flake and a creamy gold colour one there. Now, that was one that I made recently with some leftover resin. You've probably seen the videos. If not, go on to our playlist and have a look at the shell pots that we made, or the shell dishes that we made, because it was made with the leftover resin from there. Now, Wayne's just used some CA glue, so that's a glue with an activator, to glue these two bangles together. Now, we thought long and hard about the design, about the colours, which ones we were going to put with what, how he was going to do this, how he was going to do that. In fact, on and off, I think we talked about it for 2 hours. Not I was on and off, not a 2-hour stint, just deciding what went where with what and how and why. And then we also decided we were going to incorporate these rather beautiful, just but plain and simple glass vases. Or actually they can be used as tumbler glasses as well. They're from IKEA. So, I mean, obviously you don't have to do that, but we thought rather than risk this not being waterproof, we try and incorporate the glass. Now, Wayne is now applying some more of this glue to the inner part at the very top of that gold coloured bangle. Now, this is from a completely different viewpoint, so please excuse all the surrounding stuff that you can see, but I thought it'd be quite nice to see it from this angle. Now, what he's done is he's placed the glass in, got it level using that little mini spirit level on the top, and now he's applying the CA glue in around the where he needs the glass to sit, because after 5 seconds or so of holding it in position, it is fixed. You should not be able to get it. So here it is. It's a Starbond super fast thin CA glue, and as I said before, everything we've used will be linked in the description box below. Now that he was happy that that was completely level, because you did need it level, he's just going to go around the edge there and just put in a tiny, very thin bead of glue all around there. So then you can use this then for putting, you know, fresh flowers in if you wish to. Now, moving on, we've got some more of the bangles here. Now he's deciding, right, I'm going to put that one at the top of the glass. Look at that colour mix. Those bangles are stunning. Absolutely beautiful. So, of course, you can use any colours you like. You don't have to do what we did with the acrylic inks. See, it's completely adhered there now. Now, he's now taken another bangle, decided where he wanted to position it, and then he's applying a layer of glue again in there just to hold it in place. Now, as I was saying, you don't have to use the acrylic inks like we have. You could just use whatever you want. I mean, you could use mica powders, you could use glitter, you could use the foil flakes or sheets, you could use, you could use bits of coloured glass, crushed glass. You could use mini dried flowers, you know, I mean, and you can arrange them however you want. You don't have to put a glass in them. You could just stack them one on top of the other. But then do remember, you've got to make it waterproof if you're going to put fresh flowers in it. So the base you'd probably be, an idea would be that we had was to stick it in a coaster. Now, just going back to the video here, he's just rearranging them. I think this was almost at the final part of this one. Rather nifty tool that came with this glue, and it's an extension to the tip, because did you see it there it is. It's very long, very thin, and it bends. It just means that for precision gluing and fixing, you can, it makes it much more easy. So here we go. I think this might be the final one for this one, although I'm not 100% certain. So it's just holding it in place there, just waiting for it to completely fix, and it is fixed there, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is the second vase. So we had enough bangles to make 2. They are slightly different in design to each other. Again, this is another spare bangle that I made using leftover resin, hence why it's a different colour tone. Can you see that? A different colour tone, a mix to the ones that he's making. But I thought they all coordinated really well. So I said to him, why don't you just go ahead and use it? Go ahead and use it. Of course, you don't have to use these bangles as we have to make vases. You could just wear them as bangles. Or one of the things I've mentioned in a couple of times now in previous videos is you could actually use them as, instead of wooden hoops, if you make macrame pot hangers or macrame designs of any other kind where you've had a wooden hoop, you could actually incorporate this. That would look beautiful. Right, back to this project. More gluing. More gluing, dear. Yes, more gluing and placing and trying not to glue yourself to it. You can probably see the slight rip in the green coloured silicone mat there. That is because a bit of the glue leaked onto the mat and something got stuck to it and unfortunately then ripped. So that mat no longer being used after this project. There we go. He's just gluing up some more. So this is the top part of this second vase now. As I said, thanks ever so much if you're still with us, for bearing with us, for trusting us, trusting the process, watching the whole creation video. We really, really appreciate it. We're now over 1,400 subscribers and over 4,000 watch hours, which is unbelievable, really. But it's thanks to everybody that's viewed, whether you're a subscriber or not. If you're not a subscriber and you've just found us on by searching on YouTube and they've recommended us, why not become a subscriber? To do it, it's pretty simple. You create your YouTube account if you haven't got one already, and you just click on the subscribe button on our channel. Hit the notification bell. Give us a thumbs up and then it will tell you every time we upload new creation videos. We do mainly creation videos, some unboxing videos, some collaboration videos, and yeah, you'll be notified. It's normally 3 videos a week, Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays at 5 PM UK time. So here we go, back to the video, and there we are. Look, this is the final finishing little flourish for both of these vases. Now, although they were beautiful in their own right, we thought they needed just a little something extra. So we picked up, Wayne of course did this one. He's picked up this gold relief paint. Now, it's made by Pebeo. And usually you have to, you're looking for nice straight even lines, but to be honest, that is incredibly difficult to do, and it takes a very, very steady hand. Now, Wayne does have a very steady hand, but I actually quite like the little bobbly pattern that's going on in this. I think it adds to this vase, it adds to the design a lot, and I think it just finishes it off. We knew that there was something, it needed a little something else. We weren't 100% certain what. And what was it going to be? Was it going to be a bit of dusting of mica powder? No, because then you'd have to cover the whole thing in resin. And we didn't want to do that. I didn't know what else. We just didn't know what else to do. And then I suddenly thought about this, the relief paint. We've used this a couple of times before in projects. And it's always produced really good results. And we will certainly be using it again in the near future in some other videos where we're going to create, use it to almost like create a barrier, let it set, and then put coloured resin inside. There's a little hint there maybe for you. I'm not going to tell you any more because I don't want to spoil anything. We do every now and then upload little sneak previews of what we're doing or what's coming up in a new video soon, and that's usually uploaded onto our Instagram account. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, why not head over there and check us out, Lottie Jasmine Designs. There we go. So he's almost finished this one. You see, this reminds me of something and I cannot for the life of me think what it is. I can't for the life of me think what it is. So do you like the colours? Do you like the colour palette that we've got? It's pretty neutral in a lot of ways. It would look lovely anywhere in your home or your office or studio, wherever really. You could put a candle in it. Obviously, if you're going to put candle, please use a battery operated one. Don't use a real candle with naked flame. Because naked flames near resin are not good. They're definitely not good. You will have a fire. Alternatively, you can put some very thin string lights in them. That would look stunning. Absolutely stunning. There we go. And having said that, actually, thinking about, Christmas. Yes, I've said the C word, Christmas. You could do it in Christmas themed colours, whatever if you've got a particular colour theme that you have, and then you could put the little string lights in them, and maybe some little tiny miniature baubles or Christmas decorations and things. It look lovely. Anyway, here's the final shot, everyone. The vases looking absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. The thumbnail has got one where we've got flowers in one of them as well. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Click the thumbs up, like it, share, subscribe. Hope you've joined us. If you've joined us in the live chat, thanks ever so much again, and we'll see you again very soon with another video. Bye.